He gets so impatient when his classmates don't understand something. Why can't he just calm down? He is only interested in one subject. I can't get him off that topic. He is very bossy and rude to the other students. He is such a perfectionist and so critical of others. He seems so hyper. Why does he need to move around all the time? He is so disorganized. No one understands his jokes. Why does he tell them? Why does he cry so easily? He gets so lost in his book, he doesn't notice that the class has left. She makes every assignment so complicated. Why can't she just do the problems like I told her to? She's so quick with her work, but leaves out some details. She only likes to do the problems in her head. All her classmates think she's a know-it-all. She just seems really depressed. She always thinks that nobody likes her. She will let anyone give her a suggestion. She gets so mad when we don't give her enough time. She's so intense. She is too worried about things going on in the world. Good grief, everything is a crisis. She is just so different from the rest of the class. They don't know what to make of her. Do any of these statements sound familiar? Maybe you have said them yourself or heard your fellow teachers dismiss a student with one of these thoughts. Have you ever wondered how you could fix one of these issues for your students? Have you heard another teacher talk about a student this way, wondering what was wrong with them? I'm sure you have. But what if we looked at it differently? She is a big believer in fair play. She has such an incredible vocabulary. It's wonderful. She notices everything. She has such a long attention span. It's wonderful. She's so independent and willing to do stuff on her own. He retains content so quickly, it's amazing. He understands abstract ideas so well. He loves to organize things. He has such high expectations of himself and others. He is so creative and inventive. He is such an empathetic kid. These statements, both sets, could all be made about gifted children. The difference in the tone comes from the degrees of giftedness. Just as there is a great deal of variability among children in a classroom, there is an equal amount of variability among gifted students. Gifted students are out of sync with their peers. Their development of the physical, social, emotional, and cognitive aspects of themselves progress at different rates than their same age peers, with their cognitive development outstripping the growth of their social, emotional, and physical selves. This asynchronous development is a hallmark of gifted learners. As the Columbus Group noted in their definition of giftedness, there is a heightened intensity that can occur within gifted children. These intensities were described as overexcitabilities by the Polish psychiatrist and psychologist Dabrowski. He identified 5 areas where gifted individuals may experience the world differently, more intensely than others. These areas are psychomotor, sensual, intellectual, imaginational, and emotional. The psychomotor overexcitability is common in gifted children and is often misdiagnosed as ADHD. Children with this OE are constantly on the move. As infants, they may have needed less sleep, and as adults, they may be able to work long hours without tiring. Even though these children have a surplus of energy, they are quite capable of maintaining focus. This is one way to differentiate these students from those that have ADHD. However, a lack of mentally stimulating materials can create problems. Children with a sensual OE have a heightened experience of all of their 5 senses. Sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing are all on overdrive. They may hate to touch things or walk on certain surfaces. Tags may be itchy, sounds may be overwhelming, and they plug their ears. They seek pleasure from certain textures. Think about that well-loved blanket that they may keep into their teen years, or from certain tastes that may induce them to overeat. The intellectual intensity is the one that most of society recognizes as a characteristic of gifted children. Their minds are incredibly active and they seek answers to all of their probing questions. This intense need for answers can often appear as disrespectful or challenging in the classroom and can lead these children to get into trouble. Individuals with this OE have incredibly vivid imaginations. It can cause them to visualize the worst possible situation or prevent them from taking part in a new situation. Their dream world is so enchanting that they often mix in a little fiction with truth. Their rich dream life can be more compelling than what is occurring in the everyday world. Children with this OE are often described as too sensitive. They develop strong attachments to people, places, and things, and do not handle transitions well. While they often show a great deal of empathy, they can often overreact easily. This sensitivity can often manifest as physical complaints. Sometimes these children can be misdiagnosed as having an emotional issue. The best thing we can do as educators and administrators is children trying to be a problem in the classroom. This is the core of who they are as individuals. We can't and shouldn't change them, but we can help them navigate the world. We need to see them not as deficient, but as what they truly are, gifted. So what can we do to assist these intense children in our classroom? Here are some ideas. Allow time for physical or verbal activity before, during, and after normal daily and school activities. These individuals love to do and need to do. Build activity and movement into their lives. Provide time for spontaneity and open-ended, freewheeling activities. These tend to favor the needs of a person high in psychomotor OE. Be sure the physical or verbal activities are acceptable and not distracting to those around them. This may take some work, but it can be a fun project and beneficial to all. Whenever possible, create an environment which limits offensive stimuli and provides comfort. Provide appropriate opportunities for being in the limelight by giving unexpected attention, facilitating creative and dramatic productions which have an audience. These individuals literally feel the recognition of being in the limelight. Provide time to dwell in the delight of the sensual, to create a soothing environment. Remember to allow time to just lounge in a warm scented bath, listen to rain, or just be present in a lovely garden. Show how to find the answers to questions. This respects and encourages a person's passion to analyze, synthesize, and seek understanding. Provide or suggest ways for those interested in moral and ethical issues to act upon their concerns, such as collecting blankets for the homeless or writing to soldiers. This enables people to feel that they can help in even a small way to solve community or worldwide problems. If individuals seem critical or too outspoken to others, help them to see how their intent may be perceived as cruel or disrespectful. For example, telling someone that is a stupid idea may not be well received, even if the idea is truly stupid. Sometimes imaginational people confuse reality and fiction because their memories and new ideas become blended in their mind. Help individuals to differentiate between their imagination and the real world by having them place a stop sign in their mental videotape, or write down or draw the factual account before they embellish it. Help people use imagination to find the world. Often those who do not want to follow the paths of others are expected to just fit in. Instead, encourage them to use their path to promote learning and productivity. Instead of the conventional school organized notebook, have children create their own organizational system. Accept all feelings, regardless of intensity. For people who are not highly emotional, this seems particularly odd. They feel that those high and emotional OE are just being melodramatic. Though we are all melodramatic on occasion, people with high emotional OE really do feel their emotions with remarkable or atypical strength. If we accept their emotional intensity and help them work through any problems that might result, we will facilitate healthy growth. Teach individuals to anticipate physical and emotional responses and prepare for them. Emotionally intense people often don't know when they are becoming so overwrought that they may lose control or may have physical responses to their emotions. Help them to identify the physical warning signs of their emotional stretch, such as headaches, sweaty palms, and stomachache. By knowing the warning signs and acting on them early, individuals will be better able to cope with emotional situations and not lose control. There is no quick, easy solution to help intensely gifted kids be successful in the classroom and out in the world. There are a variety of resources that we can use in our classroom or give to parents to help them at home. Remember, it does take a team. Parents, educators, counselors, and administrators must work together to create an environment where gifted kids can thrive. Thanks to the Open Education Database for collecting the above list. I will leave you with a poem by Dabrowski. Be products. For you see sensitivity in the insensitivity of the world, uncertainty among the world's certainties. For you often feel others as you feel yourselves. For you feel the anxiety of the world and its bottomless narrowness and self-assurance. For your phobia of washing your hands from the dirt of the world, for your fear of being locked in the world's limitations, for your fear of the absurdity of existence. For your subtlety in not telling others what you see in them, for your awkwardness in dealing with practical things, and for your practicalness in dealing with unknown things, for your transcendental realism and lack of everyday realism. For your exclusiveness and fear of losing close friends, for your creativity and ecstasy, for your maladjustment to that which is and adjustment to that which ought to be, for your great but unutilized abilities. For the belated appreciation of the real value of your greatness, which never allows the appreciation of the greatness of those who will come after you. For your being treated instead of treating others, for your heavenly power being forever pushed down by brutal force, for that which is prescient, unsaid, infinite in you, for the loneliness and strangeness of your ways, be greeted.